Kyle here to be reviewing set 75387, boarding the Tantive 4. This set released March 1st of this year, retails for €55 with 7 minifigures and 2, technically 4 exclusive minifigures. To storm the Tantive, we of course need some stormtroopers, which you get 2 of in the set. The helmet mold is the same one used since 2019, which doesn't look bad, but a little oversized. Each trooper uses a different face print underneath the helmet, which is a cool detail and is what makes each stormtrooper technically exclusive to the set. The torso print is what you'd expect from a stormtrooper, although the breastplate looks a little weird. The back print has that one thing both stormtroopers and clone troopers have, as well as the belt printing continued from the torso. The leg printing has a belt around the right leg, black under armor, and boot printing. For accessories, most stormtroopers have a standard LEGO Star Wars blaster piece. It's cool these redesigned stormtroopers aren't exclusive to the stormtrooper mech because, let's be real, the set isn't the greatest. But it's still kinda odd they decided to redesign a stormtrooper minifigures nearly halfway through the decade. And of course, where would we be without a Darth Vader minifigure? The helmet is made up of 2 pieces, with the upper helmet piece and lower helmet piece like so. The face print is the same one introduced last year for the TIE Bomber, which really sells the old man Anakin look. He's just so grumpy looking. While there's no alternate face print, the back of the head has scar printing. The cape is of course fabric, which could change in the next couple of years, since both LEGO Marvel and DC are dipping their toes into plastic capes for Thor and Batman, instead of the fabric capes they've been using since 2008 and 2012 respectively. The torso print has armor around the neck, buttons, and a belt. The back printing is the armor and belt printing continued from the torso, as well as wrinkles in the robes. There's also arm printing for Vader's side armor. The leg printing is very basic, with the robe printing continued from the torso. For an accessory, Darth Vader has his lightsaber. I feel it goes without saying, but yeah, the modern Darth Vader minifigure is legitimately perfect, although it would be nice to get a red lens variant at some point, like we see in Rogue One and Rebels, if LEGO are even able to dual mold the upper helmet piece. If you're curious as well, this is the cheapest set to get the Grumpy Vader face print, but only by $10. Alright, now we have arguably the most controversial minifigure of the year with Fives in his ARC Trooper armor. Now first things first, the helmet is incredibly disappointing, aside from the helmet holes. At this point, it's just a fact we have to accept the clone helmets are always going to be subpar, but aside from that, the helmet printing is borderline unacceptable, which is something you don't want to hear about an anniversary minifigure. The gap on the print is just baffling, like how did this make it past quality control? Only the best is good enough sure isn't ringing true with this one. Now aside from the shoddy helmet, there's actually a brand new face print underneath, specifically for Fives, which is nice to see, but they definitely should have also included Zane's movie hairpiece in black as an alternative way to display Fives without his pretty underwhelming helmet. Now I know people have complained about the weird fabric pauldron they gave Fives in this set, but it's sort of a necessary evil due to his brick-built backpack, although the pauldron definitely should have been sort of bent in a way to make it come down and sort of cover the neck bracket, if that makes any sense. The torso print has the top of a printed pauldron with an ammo pouch that's a little oversized when you compare it to its in-universe appearance, over grey armor with a blue stripe and a white belt. Fives also has arm printing above arms for extra armor detailing, which is a nice touch. The back printing is the belt printing continued from the torso, and more armor printing with spots of black under armor. The legs have a printed waist cape, which I don't know, man, this looks really messy. Like if you're going to do a printed waist cape, at least do some side leg printing. If a CMF series can have side leg printing, surely a retail set, and at that an anniversary set, could also have side leg printing. At least the rest of the leg printing is pretty detailed. For accessory, Fives has 2 machine guns to represent his ARC Trooper blasters. However, since Fives is an anniversary minifigure, he also has a stand, which is pretty similar to the 20th anniversary stands from 2019, just with a different print. Plus, each stand comes with a 2x4 plate to connect with one another, but I can't lie, this is a pretty disappointing minifigure. Really hoping someone on Instagram or something makes a custom helmet for Fives. To face off against the Imperials, you get an equal number of Rebel minifigures, starting with the Rebel Fleet Troopers, who are both identical. Believe it or not, this is the exact same Rebel Trooper helmet used since 2008, which consists of 2 parts. The main helmet mold of course, and a black visor piece, which just clips on like so. The front face print is an angry expression with a chin strap, while the alternate face print is a neutral, slightly smarter expression with a chin strap. The torso print has a sleeveless black leather jacket, a sand blue shirt, and belt printing. The back printing is very simple, with pouches and extra detailing. The legs are unprinted in grey, which could have been dual molded in black for boot printing to look more accurate to the source material. Accessory, Rebel Trooper has a silver blaster. Yeah, these are pretty much near perfect Rebel Trooper minifigures. The only thing they're really missing is some leg printing for boots. Surprisingly, there's only ever been 3 Captain Antilles minifigures in the past 25 years, with the last being in the 2019 Tantive. The helmet piece used for Antilles is the same as the Rebel Troopers. The front face print is a neutral smile with a chin strap, while the alternate face print is a shocked expression, or choking face, which we'll get to in a bit. The toaster print is a tan coat with a dark tan undershirt and a belt. The back printing is very simple, with the orange stripe from the torso continuing to the back, and a slight wrinkle in the coat. The legs unfortunately lack printing like the Rebel Troopers. An accessory, Captain Antilles is a silver blaster like the regular Rebel Troopers. While this version of Captain Antilles is super similar to his 2019 minifigure, little improvements to his 2024 figure make it the ideal Captain Antilles minifigure. For a quick comparison, the Tantive boarding set is essentially a souped up Dark Trooper attack set, which is what you'd expect since it's nearly double the retail price, as well as having nearly double the amount of minifigures. Starting at the left of the build, you have a door with a super detailed sticker and red lights above on a white 1x2 tile. The door is connected to this surprisingly intricate technical mechanism, which is hidden remarkably well, allowing the door to slide open and close like in the movie. You even have fire detailing for when the stormtroopers use charges to break down the door, and a small area behind to place Vader or a stormtrooper. The wall has 3 stickers on white 2x2 tiles and unprinted console pieces for miscellaneous detailing, as well as black grill pieces to represent damage to the walls. While the right hand doorway is missing a door, there's an extra area behind to place minifigures. As a play feature, you can send minifigures flying by flicking these technic pieces to reenact troopers getting shot or force pushed. As an extra play feature, you have a clear cylinder piece to represent Captain Antilles getting force choked, which is definitely one of the darker play features in the LEGO set. But it's a cool inclusion and shows LEGO is very much willing to remake the darker Star Wars moments, which is again a good step forward. As a final secret play feature, there's technic holes on the right hand side to connect a second copy to set to extend the diorama, which is actually advertised in the instructions. Speaking of which, the front of the instructions have a bland CG render of the set, the back of the instructions have a win ad with a render of the Series 6 CMF robot, an ad commemorating the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, and an ad showing you how to connect the Tantive dioramas together. To be honest, this is an easy contender for the best LEGO Star Wars set of the year, and easily a top 10 set of all time. For 55 bucks, the price honestly isn't that bad, which is extremely rare for modern LEGO Star Wars sets. Plus, the minifigure selection is not only fairly generous, since you get 7 minifigures in a license set for €55, but each figure, with the exception of 5s, are pretty high quality. Now this might be a hot take, but honestly out of all the 25th anniversary sets so far, this is easily the best, both in terms of quality and retail price. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. Is that a hot take, or is that a pretty cool take? All that said though, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified for my future LEGO set reviews. If you want to help the channel financially, consider becoming a channel member for only €2 a month. Until next time, see ya.